All right, you are on the platform, and we wake this morning. Bella noted to me that the price of regular petrol at the gas station she drives past every morning was down 10 cents. I don't know. I haven't put any diesel in the Range Rover for a while, but we are all watching, aren't we, and trying to figure out what is happening in the conflict in the Middle East, which has had or is going to have such an impact, has already had an impact on the wallets of many New Zealanders. Of course, nothing like the impact it has for those living in the middle of that conflict in the Mideast. We heard in the news there, we're getting reports that the Strait of Hormuz is open again, though Iran says you have to contact our army or our military if you want to get a ship through. There's a question over the toll. And yesterday, just contemporaneously, a lot of reports that, the Israelis have messed it up because they've bombed Hezbollah targets in Lebanon. And I say that specifically. They haven't attacked Lebanon. They've attacked terrorist groups, the terrorist group Hezbollah in Lebanon. Apparently, that was going to put the whole ceasefire at risk. So what the hell is going on? And is Israel a party to the ceasefire agreement? We're very lucky to be joined once more from Israel itself by the Deputy Foreign Minister of Israel, Sharon Haskell. Sharon, thank you for taking the time. Firstly, can you answer that?
Hi, Sean. It's a pleasure to be on your show again.
Can you answer that fundamental question? Was Israel part of the ceasefire deal, and was Lebanon and a cessation of hostilities in Lebanon part of the deal?
So we are part of the deal that includes, the neighboring country around Iran, but it does not include Hezbollah and Lebanon. And that was very clear. Trump said it very, very clearly. J.D. Vance, Prime Minister Netanyahu, that was not on the table. And they should understand that. And you need to understand that we cannot go back to what was there on the 6th of October, because Iran has been occupying, controlling, destroying Lebanon for so many decades now, posing a serious existential threat through the Iranian army, the Iranian terrorist organization called Hezbollah, straight on our border, building tunnels, had full plants, so much armories and missiles. They planned a 10 times bigger 7th of October than what you've seen, those horrors. And that is, as you see now, that's not the Lebanese government. This is Iran. When the Lebanese government told them, do not go and do not provoke Israel, do not fire missiles towards Israel, we're in a ceasefire, they didn't listen to the Lebanese government. They listened to their masters in Tehran, and they received their order from Iran. When Lebanon tried to evacuate their ambassador, the Iranian ambassador, because of that, he refused to leave Lebanon. And so you need to understand that most of the destruction, the corruption, the destruction of their economy, of their politics, of their social fabric that was so delicate in Lebanon is all because Iran is in controlling Lebanon.
Okay.
And so when they fired and attacked Israel, we said enough is enough. As the Lebanese government is incapable of disarming Hezbollah as they promised and committed in the ceasefire agreement, we will have to do it by ourselves. And I have to say, because just an hour ago, the Prime Minister went and sent a very clear message that regardless the fact that Lebanon was not part of the ceasefire deal, we are still now going into direct negotiation with Lebanon because we have two goals. One is to have peace with Lebanon. We remember 50 years ago when the border were open, where there were traders coming, pilgrimage was coming. We were going and buying merchandise in Lebanon as well. There was huge cooperation there and coexistence, real one. That's what we want to go back to. But we cannot do it when Iran is in control with a terrorist army straight on our border. And so there's two conditions to that: the disarmament of Hezbollah, the Iranian army, and to try and create a real peace deal with Lebanon.
And also some buffer zone, 9 k's up from the Israeli border there, so that you cannot be attacked by, civilians can't be attacked by rocket attacks?
Absolutely. This is the current situation, but we don't want to be there. If Hezbollah does not exist there, if Hezbollah is truly disarmed, and unfortunately the Lebanese government have failed, they failed once, twice, 3 times in disarming and pushing Hezbollah out. But if Iran is not on our border, if there's not a terrorist organization that is arming itself to its teeth and attacking our civilians, our town, our cities, there's nothing we don't need to be there.